Hey there, welcome back. Okay, in this video we're going to be talking about the bullish white soldiers. Alright, and these happen at the bottom of the trends. Alright, and it should keep on going up once you see this formation appear. Alright, you do really need to have a confirmation with this particular setup. So let's go ahead and show you on our whiteboard what it looks like. Alright, well, first of all, you're going to be coming in from a downtrend. Okay, and the next thing you're going to be seeing are some bull bars. Alright, and take note of how I'm drawing these as well, because it's also important. Alright, you can see that each of these highs are higher than the previous ones. Alright, so that's important to note. They're all the same color as well. They're all bull bars. The next thing we need to look for is a confirmation. Now we want to see either a gap up, like for instance, you can see how each of these have all opened and closed at the same price. Alright. When it gaps up, it will, rather than starting a line from here, it will start another one, a bar up here. Okay, so we could be like a little gap here, and then we'll see this bar move up. The other way is to see another bar that actually opens normally, but it closes off higher. That is your confirmation bar, and then you can go long. Alright, on the very next bar. Okay. So, with that being said, let's go have a look at the trading station and see if we can actually find some examples. Okay. So, we're looking for the three white soldiers. Okay. Here is a three white soldiers here, but it didn't confirm, so it was a failed signal. I've lost my space again. The auto scroll keeps catching me out. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we've got one huge long candle, then a little one, then another little one. But they each have, the highs each, have surpassed the previous candle. So that's their formation right there. Then the next candle, the fourth candle, needs to close higher again, as we showed before. Alright, but it didn't, it actually closed lower. So that's a failed setup right there, and then you just basically short that particular currency pair. Alright, but again, you need to make sure, look over to the left to see where the resistance is and what have you, and supports, and to see if that's a wise choice to actually go in. Here is another one. Right, ideally, you want candles, to be of the same length and to be quite large. Alright, like this one here. You want them to be quite large, or even like a group of that kind of size, or even like a group of that kind of size. That's a better one. That's a better type of formation that you need to be looking out for. Okay, so this one, you can see that it's gone up, but it didn't actually confirm. Fair enough, it did actually break up higher, but it closed lower. You really want it to be, the close to be higher than the previous close. Alright, and that didn't work out, so that's a failed confirmation. Okay, now you've got to be very careful. Even though the high did break the high, the close didn't break the previous close. So that's you need to take that into consideration when you're looking for those. Let's see if we can find any over here. Alright, now here's one as well, but again, got to take a look at these resistance levels, and then you need to say to yourself, when a signal comes in, put that into the forefront of your mind for the support and resistance levels, and ask yourself, when a signal comes in, are we at a support or resistance level? This is actually a buy signal right here. It's on the 1 hour time frame. Plus, I don't really like the looks of those bars. They're not full enough for me to actually even go in on them. But if for the novice who's like trying to look at these and thinking that they would be three white soldiers as well, although it is, it's not one that you should really go in on. Okay. Now you might be asking yourself, well, why do they call them three white soldiers when it's actually showing blue and red candles? Well, back in the day, before Japanese candles become part of trying to read the markets, you was using before what was referred to as the Western candles, and these were just comprised of black and white. All right, so anytime you see like an uptrend, you will see these white candles here. So that's where you get the three white soldiers from. Alright, so let's see if we can find some other examples. Inverted hammer, Three-lnside up. Okay, here's one right here. Zoom in. So this one's not too bad. This one has some pretty nice market sentiment behind it. Here's your up bars. Okay, then you wait for the fourth candle as your confirmation, then you go long right here, and the market does go up, but we need to take again look at support and resistance levels to make sure that they're all okay. So here is your fourth bar here, and when you get in, you go long right there. That looks kind of okay. We are seeing that this is kind of, I'm looking at this trend line here, this goes up. I'm just trying to work out if it's a major support. Okay, let's take this trend line. Alright, okay, so this looks like a minor support area right around about here. We did see it break from that candle, from our confirmation candle. This was the entry to go long, and these are all minor support levels as well. So yeah, so that would work out okay if you took in an order for that one. But again, as it's not perfect, alright, you really want to have three candles that look basically the same length. There's another three white soldiers, not really the same length, they're very small bodies, not something that I would take on myself. You can see here's another doji candle right here, and that's indecisiveness in the market. It actually had the same close as its open. And you know, this would not be good to go long on either, because the close price didn't close higher than the previous close. But I always like to have the candle's confirmation close to be higher than the previous high. Okay. Here's another three white soldiers. So again, you can see how these signals are coming in. The fourth one does actually give you a good confirmation to get in. However, we're right on a support resistance level right here. So this would be no good to get in on that particular signal. And plus you're right on the top part of the Bollinger Bands. I mean, I put the Bollinger Bands in there to give me extra guidance on where the candles could go towards or reverse back from. You'll most likely will have them without Bollinger Bands on them. Just to get an idea of what's going on, and then I'll start showing you how you can use these other trend lines and zigzags and whatnot to to give you a really good handle on these candle formations and when to act off them. Let's see if we can find any more, some really good ones. I mean, here's another one. I mean, this is a perfect example. It's the kind of size of the candles that you want. And we also get, this one actually does close up higher, but the wick didn't. So it's important to have those two little elements in there. When you see these three white soldiers. Alright, if this wick was down here, okay, right at my little point there, and this actually closed up higher, that would be okay. But because this wick ended up the top here, and this wick's here on the confirmation candle, it was lower. That's not a confirmation, even though this area here closed off higher than that area there. Alright, so that closed off higher than the previous bar's close, which is confirmation number 1 out of the 2. But this one didn't actually close higher than this one, so that's no go. Alright, and then I can convert that into another signal. Okay, I can probably convert it into like a I don't know, maybe a morning star or an evening star maybe, you know, and then take the confirmation on this candle and come lower. Alright, but also I think this one also reached towards a point of resistance anyway. I think we're having a look at it. Yeah, so here we go, right there, right on the resistance level. So even if this did confirm, you wouldn't want to take it anyway, right on the resistance level. Alright, so there you have it. There's your bullish white soldiers. Alright, they don't come along very often, but when they do come along, they come along, and they're quite nice when they confirm as well. When they confirm in the right areas, then you're pretty set to make some money out of those free white soldiers. Alright, so I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye for now.